Okay, important day for sim racing. I'm going to be unboxing and trying out on the rig the new Logitech G sim racing equipment. I've been trying to buy this ever since I got my hands on it at the launch event I was invited to. Some of it I've been able to buy, it hasn't arrived yet. Some of it, well, all of it you can see here, Logitech G have sent me to do a review on. No money has changed hands or anything. I'm just going to give you my honest impression. So here we go. We got the RS wheel hub, actually got two, because in the future I want to be trying the other circular rim, and I've got the RS track wheel, and we've got a shifter and handbrake as well. But I'm going to concentrate really on the wheel hub and the track wheel. I think these are, you can see behind me actually, got the, oh my goodness, McLaren GT3 from Fanatec and the Thrustmaster 488. This is Logitech's competitor to that. We know GTs are such a popular rim size. So we've got the upside down camera as well. Let's see what we've got in the box. Also wearing the fancy glasses today, as you can see. Hopefully quite a cool unboxing here, if I get everything right. So this is the box. It's not insane. There's no cover sheets. Again, Logitech sent me this because I really wanted to make a review. They might have been opened already, these. This might not be the final experience, I'm guessing. But let's see what we've got. So, some warranty cards, which we can put in the bin. And this is the GT wheel. That is not the most standard GT wheel form factor. It doesn't have the bar on the top. Yes, there are racing cars that have a style like this, but it is more yoke style. There are going to be pros and cons to that. So this is what you get. If you buy this, which is about £70 in the UK, you are only going to get this piece of equipment here. That is what you're going to get. Like, don't expect to get any electronics or anything that's actually going to work on its own. You're going to get this. Now we've got here, let me just turn on the glasses. We've got very high quality aluminium, I can see. We've got these recessed M5 bolts, maybe, we'll see. No bolts in the box, interestingly. So this could be a very short video. Maybe this has been used for an expo or something already and the bolts have been used, I don't know. And you can see here on the back, there's none of that recess. So the bolts on the top, they will have the sort of triangular head to them. So then we've got the grips, which I really liked actually when I was driving on this at the event. I won a time trial competition on this rim, actually. The first ever time trial competition on this rim. And I actually really liked the handling style. It just really fit nicely on my hands. And something that I hadn't appreciated before is that you will have a much better view, and we're going to see this later in the video when we put it on the rig, I'm guessing, of the sort of HUD in front of you, because you're not going to have a top band there obscuring it. We will see. Okay, so here we go. There's the RS track wheel. Going to move that to one side. And now we're going to open the wheel hub. This is the more expensive bit. You can see here I've got one that's designed for Xbox. I think the other option is only PC, because it's the wheelbase that makes Logitech G Pro PlayStation compatible or not. Now I have a PlayStation compatible Logitech G Pro wheelbase, so I'm hoping, again, we're going to test it today, that this is just going to plug and play and work on a PlayStation, even though it's Xbox branded, which is quite interesting. So here we go. This time we do have a sort of top sheet, and I can see that we do have the bolts in it. 6 of those bolts, 3 other bolts as well, Allen keys, warranties, instructions on how to put it in. There we go. We're not going to get any clutch paddles with it. We know that. And then this is the quick release system, and also some stickers as well. And interestingly, even though it's Xbox branded, it comes, it seems, with PlayStation stickers. Like it. Okay, so we take that out, and it all seems quite environmentally friendly, which is why it's cardboard and sort of paper as opposed to plastic wrapping. So it might look a bit basic, but I probably prefer, given that I throw these things away straight away, the packaging, not the items. These are going to be Allen keys. I don't mind it being sort of environmentally friendly, if I prefer it. So here we go. This is the actual hub. Okay, so hub here. I'm going to remove this box. Nothing else, I believe, in it. Let's just double check. I know, I'm not the best unboxer. The box is empty. Confirming the box is... Funny story, the first unboxing I ever did on this channel was a Fanatec CSL Elite. That I was very excited. I saved a lot of time for it. And I dropped it on the table. But it worked amazingly, took me to top split and everything. Okay, here we go then. This is the hub, and it feels really weird, actually. It's also weird looking at it that it only has one joystick, and it's not funky. You'd feel like another joystick would be really welcome, but it doesn't have it. So already you can see this is going to be the moment. It's just going to slot on top, right? Because you can see that the hole here is wider than the joystick. So they've really designed this, and it fits in. And now it's kind of magical to look at, to be honest. Now it just fits like a glove. You would think that would come in one piece. And to be honest, and I got a lot of heat for this in my video I made on launch day, my completely honest first impressions of trying it. I was like, I think there's going to be some people in the world who, especially people buying it as gifts, you know, are not going to understand at no fault of their own how this works. And I wish they would just sell it as a bundled unit as well, like just pre-bundled. Anyway, there we go. So what we're going to do now is we're going to actually connect this up, and then we're going to get it on the rig. Hopefully you can see on the top down. So I've got here my bolts in my environmentally friendly pouch. That's actually knitted. It's actually a knitted pouch, and I can't open it. There we go. So we got blue, that'll be Loctite, right? So we've got my screws here and my Allen keys here, so it all comes in, and then my stickers. So I'm guessing where do the smaller ones go? Hang on a second. You're gonna mess this up, man. You're gonna mess it up, because I can see that the 6 go in here, but where do the other ones go? How have I forgotten already? Okay, I'm going to just preemptively tighten the bottom and the top one. This is actually very, very, very simple. Very simple. Moser don't really have a hub system yet, although the ES will, you can kind of actually take it apart and use it like a hub. Why am I just the world's stupidest person? Really, hang on a second. Interesting question. At what point do you, let me know in the comments, at what point do you convert from the Allen key going the long way to the Allen key going the short way? These are the questions, really the very important questions. Okay, tightening up the last Allen key, and then I'm going to really have a close look at these bolts actually. Do they look like they fit neatly in? Yes, they do. And there we go. This is now our actual rim. So no clutch paddles, which doesn't bother me anyway. I'm using an Aston McLaren GT4 at the moment here that doesn't have clutch paddles, even though I have another Aston McLaren that does have clutch paddles. I just prefer the simplicity. And it feels unusual, like even holding it like this, you can't just hold it easily. It's gonna slip. That's not gonna be a problem on the rig. Please don't be in the comments like, but it is unusual form factor. So it does sort of slide like that there. But yeah, it's gonna give that freedom on the top. And we've got both of these coming here. I think on my G Pro, that one comes out the front, actually. But I'm going to compare the rims. So what we're going to do now we've got this together, and I've shown you there's a quick release as well. We're literally going to go and put this on the rig right now. So hit the subscribe button, make sure you hit the like button. Let's go put it on the rig. Okay, I'm now in the rig here on the Logitech G Pro. This is the rim that I've used for 2 years, and I'm now going to swap it with the RS Track rim on the fly, live. Like, this is the first time I've done this. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Let's see. Remember, this is Xbox on the PlayStation Gran Turismo 7. So let's see. So I'm going to do the quick release. You can see the live talk there. And here is the rim, and just giving you a view. Oh, it's a little bit dirty in the middle. That's a bit awkward. Can we edit that out? But generally, you can see it's it's stood up pretty well. We've got the clutch pedals on the back. Gonna drop that down, and now, moment of truth here. Oh, well that didn't. That's more force than have I put this? No. That's interesting. That ridge, that button should go down. I'm gonna try again. Why am I just the world's stupidest person? That's a lot of force I'm applying. See, it's moving the wheelbase. So something here is concerning me, actually. I'm going to be honest. Something is concerning me. Do I need to put that back like that? I'm the world's stupidest person! Amazing. Okay, so now it's on. The wheelbase is turned off. I needed to put the quick release in. In my defense, I haven't had to use the quick release here that many times. And on a Moser, you just... and it pushes in. So just so we know. Okay, right. So I'm going to turn it on here. So turning it on. Let's see if this is going to work. But it's not connected to a PC. We're on Gran Turismo 7. So there we go. Now what happens when I press the Xbox button? It didn't ask me, by the way. It didn't ask me whether I'm on a PS5 or not, which is interesting. Let's have a look. I'm actually not sure this is going to work. Compatibility platform. Oh wow. It says PC. I haven't done the firmware update, so, and they did say on Twitter beforehand, make sure you do your firmware update for the new products that are coming. Okay, so here we go. Look at my... I'm actually... By the way, I bought this Lightspeed and the Power Play like 10 years ago, and they still work just about, even though my mouse is on 2% battery, hanging in there, saying that it's charging maybe, even though it isn't. So it's pretty weird. 10 years ago, I didn't have a sim racing channel. I was just buying Logitech equipment, and now it's pretty crazy that they actually sent me this to me. So, madness. I think my code, by the way, I have a discount code with Logitech, Kireth. I think it actually works on all Logitech equipment. Go check it out, logi.gg/Kireth. Let me know if it gives you a sweet discount. Okay, so, uploading. Now it's picked up the thing. Okay. Wheel hub, light sync, pro pedals. Yes. Use G hub to set up the load cell. Really? I didn't know that. That's what I have it set on. And do I have my clutch? No, I took my clutch off. I pressed it like it was there. Light sync. Ah, now it's lit up. I really hope you find this video helpful. Okay, here we go. Quite a lot of latency there, I'm going to be honest. I would like that to be latency free. There's a dampener, which I'm going to remove. We don't need that. 8 Newton meters, 1080 operating range. We'll see. True force enabled. Okay, great. So what I'm going to do now is connect to PS5. Okay, battery always goes off the glasses at the worst times. Okay, there's no worst time, is it? Okay, so I'm going to press it now to turn it on again. So I've literally just had it on. Here we go. Whoa! Yeah, boy. PS5, bruh. Is this the moment? Is this the moment? He's done it. Yes! Oh my goodness. Oh, this is the day. I've waited 2 years for this. I've waited 2 years for this. Let's finally go. Let's finally go. It's GT on the Logitech. Woo. Yeah, you better be shocked. Oh, it's better. It's better than the round rim. Do I have the round rim down here? Here's the round rim. Can you see? Is that a good... Have you ever seen... By the way, you've got to subscribe if you've never seen video content like this before. Who knows what I'm going to do next? Okay, I think that the 1080 is way more than I have. I think I normally have 540, but I can do it here. Angle. I'm pretty sure I go 540. Just because I'm an absolute mad lad. See if that's going to work. I'm on the inters! Wow, look at that. Whoa! Look at that oscillation. Let's put ourselves on soft tyres and actually see in anger how this is going to work. Being handicapped. Okay, so this is actually it. This is actually it. Are we ready? I'm not unused to racing on a PlayStation with an Xbox logo, because obviously that's what I did on my Fanatec CSL Elite for 2 years. Shifters feel pretty good. Still not the same rotation, maybe because the diameter will be different. Diameters, I mean, now that wheel looks absolutely massive. But as a GT wheel, there should just be more precision when I get used to it. Obviously, my thumbs are pressing down quite a lot. If you can see where my thumbs are on the glasses, they're pressing down quite a lot there. But there is a decent amount of padding you can see in that area. And I do really feel like you can end up gripping the joysticks near the side, I'm going to call them, which I don't think would be a good thing. I never feel like in racing you want to be too tense. That's why I don't encourage people to whack up the force feedback too high. I was able to feel the GT sort of quite binary traction loss there. Up the gears. I'm not sure about the rev band. It feels a bit too much style over substance for me. And the rev band on the G Pro is now not working, that I actually prefer because it's so clear. This one's a bit like the one on the Moser ES entry-level wheel. That's personal preference for me. The shifters, by the way, are definitely different to the one on the standard wheel, although I understand that you can move them left and right. So my fingers are more, if you have a look here, I'm more like expect them to be more in the middle. So I might move them. But already, I'm going to be very honest with you viewers, as I hopefully always am. This makes me want to do more Gran Turismo. Like, that's the clearest thing I can say about this wheel in the context of me, which is someone who's streamed Gran Turismo for years and years and years, GT Sport, then GT7, but hasn't done a lot recently on Gran Turismo. I've been doing all the other sims. This just, I mean, it's the one criticism that we all had of the Logitech G Pro was the lack of a GT wheel. It gives you that precision, and I don't miss the top bit at all. I've got to be honest, I don't miss it. I slated it when I first did my first impressions of it, but now, do I miss having something there? No. Just the precision in corners like that and the ability to hold the wheel straight on the exit is something that I've learned from racing with pro drivers. I can see, by the way, the live torque so much easier now. It's a small thing, but I can see that display. Because with the other wheel, which I'll pick up again, I shouldn't redo this, it's driving very dangerously. With the other wheel, you have... it kind of... you end up getting obscured quite easily on that live torque. But have a look here at the live torque. I was trying to look down at it as I'm braking. I'll just use the force to brake. You see it for longer. Now you can show other stuff there, like I actually normally show my inputs. Because I don't want to be riding the brake, which can be a killer. So yeah, you need to do your update. If you want to buy this, by the way, honestly, from Logitech or from a retailer, if you've got good refund rights and you've already got a G Pro, I would recommend trying it out. Check your return rights, try out my code, get a little bit more of a discount. because you'll just know if you've got a G Pro whether you want a GT rim or not, and if you don't, you don't, and if you do, well, I think this is the one. I think this is the one. I've no complaints about the diameter. I've no complaints about the quality of the materials, which are basically the same as the G Pro. I've no complaints with how it is put together, because even me as a professional idiot, I think I've done it. I've no real complaints with the firmware process. That was very simple, even though, again, me as an idiot tried to mess it up. My only feedback is actually the triggers, or the shifters. Stop calling them triggers. And also, I tried to mess that up. So there you can see. So, yes, I would be able to move them more inside, you can see. Because what's happening is my sort of... You see my fingers are like there, if you can see. Rather than there. Let me actually just try and compare with the existing shifters. I imagine they would be more in the middle, maybe. Hard to say, but that's my hunch on that one. And just when you're doing the quick release, zoom it in, slot it in, bang. Wow. Oh my goodness. So I think you're going to be seeing a lot more of Gran Turismo 7 from me on the channel. Let me know your thoughts, especially if you've got one of these or any more questions. I take this very seriously because I have said that, you know, this is one that I would think about buying. So that comes with a lot of responsibility. So let me know if you've had any issues with it, any faults, how's the customer service, put it in the comments. But yeah, this has been a very exciting video to do. Please subscribe if you want to help me get to 100k subscribers. And I will see you next time.